Hello, folks. So I wanted to put my hand up in the spirit and awareness of fibromyalgia awareness and ME, which is also known as a chronic fatigue syndrome. And also to say that I am one of the million people missing. And I have been missing for 2 years. I have been missing from a full-time career, part-time career, and I've also been missing from daily activities, especially the ones that I enjoyed, such as jogging and hiking. So I have been missing from that community. I have also been missing from the society in terms of regular social activities. My involvement is now more calculated, and taking care of myself takes precedence. So I have to think about everything that I do now. So in terms of missing, I guess the best representation for me would be jogging shoes. Those would be my major representation. So it's not that I can't run. I can run, but I have to make a decision as to whether I want to unleash the beast that is within me, which I described as a fiery monster. So it's something that spreads fire all through my body, and then I experience muscle-wide, skeletal-wide spread pain, and I also probably might not be able to jog as well as I used to do before. So I had to let go of that, and then also think about other ways of how to moderate my exercise regime. And it's an up and down roller coaster hill when it comes to dealing with fibromyalgia and chronic pain condition, because it's like you have peak and off-peak days. So this morning I woke up feeling very lethargic. My legs felt like jelly, and my hands felt numb or still feel numb and tingling sensation. And my mind was programmed to say, I can't wake up. I would like to wake up. I would like to be able to go outside, but my body is telling me otherwise. So every day it's a mind over matter thing, where you have to fight with your mindset and your body. So I had to change my mind in order to link to my body to say, you can't do this, and this, what is happening in your body, you're not going to let it take over you. So what I can encourage you, if you're experiencing this condition, this disabling condition, is to moderate your exercise according to your level of ability. I may sound overly confident and with a positive outlook. This is something that I train myself to become like this, and it hasn't happened overnight. It's years of my life as well. So even being diagnosed with this condition, it took me having to grieve, cry, and also think, why me? Why is this condition happening to me now at a younger age? And I felt like things were being taken away from me, stripped away from me, such as not having a choice in order to plan effectively. So you may feel like this, but always know that you do not have to be stuck in a situation that is not helping you. There are other ways to be able to live in a different way. The choices I had to make were, realistically, I couldn't work full-time, as they could not accommodate a bed for me. They could not adjust the temperature according to what I preferred. And also, no employee is going to be able to afford me unless if they can accept that I will work from home and I would not show up at work some days, as this condition is up and down. So I had to make a decision in terms of my long-term health, that the existing workplace environment was not accommodating for my health. Not to say that my employer didn't try. They tried their ultimate best, but I had to look at my long-term health and decided ultimately I could not work until I focused on my health first. And that's something that you may also need to consider for yourself, taking into consideration your current situation. And it's not for everybody. Okay, the things I cried over were being a meticulous and tidy person, I cried over not being able to clean my house every single day, even though it's like a small environment. I cried over that. I cried over not being able to read, because I struggle with reading now, reading documents. My mind does not retain information as it used to be able to do. So I felt like that was being taken away. So in the next video, I'll be talking about things that you may be able to do, especially if you think that certain things are being taken away from you and you have no other option but to force yourself, even when you're feeling unwell, to continue doing things that are not conducive for your health. So I'll share that in the next video. Swipe to the next video. The things that I've had to accept is that there's going to be good days and that I woke up not feeling well and I never recovered. So I had to accept, first of all, that I was a new person and I had to let go of the old me. So that's the grieving part that I talked about. I also had to let go of higher expectations that I had of myself, physically and mentally. And that itself was a grieving process as well. Now, in terms of reading, what I do now, I listen to audio version books, which I actually can accumulate more information much faster than reading a book, and I can still retain that information. So you may want to consider that. I listen to podcasts, again in audio version, which helps me. Then once in a while, I'll read a page at a time. If my brain is not functioning well, I let go of that activity and focus on something that I can do, which is much easier. In place of not being able to jog, now I have to will my mind to link my mindset to my body, to say, although I might not be feeling great, I can just take one step. So it's taking one step at a time. Like this morning, although I was feeling really, I'll say crap, pardon my French, and I still feel like that, but I had to will my legs to do something, even though they felt like jelly. Because if we don't do anything, our body gets weaker and weaker. And that's something that I don't want to happen to me. So if I can, and if you can, then will your body to do something, even if it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it will make a difference as well. So although I have been missing from society and amongst activities that I used to enjoy the most, I am not missing from my immediate family, thankfully, and I am not missing from my extended family, again, thankfully, and I am not missing to the friendships that have stayed with me through the great and not so great time. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm not missing from activities that I choose to make a choice on, like attending events, which I sometimes have to plan a month in advance, and I'm not missing from that. And fortunately, now my mind has shifted to the point that I can run in one place for at least 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and that I am grateful for. I don't have to run miles and miles in order to still participate in what I used to enjoy the most. It's about being able to moderate what you can be able to do. And thanks for taking time to watch. I am very grateful. So for all the Freiburg warriors, ME warriors, chronic fatigue syndrome warriors, Lyme disease, lupus, any invisible illness condition that I haven't mentioned, I am connecting with you to let you know that you're not alone on this journey, although sometimes it may feel very isolating. Know that you have a larger community that is there supporting you and guiding you in the direction that you want to be able to go in the future. Also, learn to forgive yourself, learn to let go of the things that you're not able to do, and enjoy the small things that you're able to do, and hopefully they can build up to bigger and greater things. Thanks for watching.